How is it that some people go through life and they're just like killing it, right? And it just seems so like effortless to them. And then there's some people in life that just cannot get by. They just can't figure it out. And they're just like always hitting wall after wall after wall. Well, I'm gonna show you guys exactly why that is right now. So if you're feeling unsuccessful right now, you're feeling like your business isn't growing the way that you want it to, you feel like you're struggling in some way, well, I'm gonna share a story with you today that's gonna explain exactly why that is and how you can get around it by taking 3 steps, okay? And if you are feeling successful and you're killing it, you're crushing it, this story is also gonna allow you to be able to continue that success throughout the rest of your life without a doubt, okay? The name of this story is called the One Road, Two Paths story, and I'm gonna share it with you right now. So there's 2 people, right? And they're going through a lot in life. They're very sad. They're stressed out. They got a lot of bills, like family issues, whatever it might be, right? Oh, his face is messed up, but whatever. All right, so there's these 2 people, right? They're both stressed out and they're walking down the same exact road. 2 people, same problem, walking down the same exact road, okay? This top person up here, he's walking down the road, he's complaining, he's like just looking at everything that's bad in life, and he's just like looking up at the sky, he's like, why is this all this happening to me? And he's just complaining, and that's it, right? But meanwhile, he's walking down the road, and the interesting thing is there's all these like diamonds just kind of scattered all on the ground, right? But this person is just walking down the road, walking right by him, and doesn't even see him. And then there's this person down here, and they have a lot of problems too. And they're walking down the same exact road. And again, there's diamonds all over the place, right? But the difference is with this person, he's walking down the road and he sees all these diamonds all over the place. So what does he do? He's like, oh my God, dude, there's like diamonds everywhere, right? So he just goes and he starts picking them up. He starts putting them in his backpack, right? And he's like loading up all these gems in his backpack, right? So it's interesting because this person up here walks down the road, and when they get to the end of the road, you wouldn't believe it that they're still sad. They're still stressed out. Literally nothing has changed at all, and they're going back thinking that the world sucks and everything else, right? And everything's against them. And then there's this person down here that's walking down the same exact road, right? But when they get to the end, they got $100 million worth of diamonds in their backpack, right? And life's about to change forever for them and their family and everyone around them, right? Like this was the best walk ever. Well, I find it really interesting how much this story relates to life in general, right? Personal life, business life. How can it be that 2 people have the same exact problem and they're walking down the same exact road, right? They have the same exact resources, but one person walks away with no results and one person walks away with a lot of results, right? How can that be? How many of y'all out there can relate to this right now, right? Drop a comment below if you can relate to this and you've seen this happen. Like, how is it that some people go through life and they're just like killing it, right? And it just seems so like effortless to them. And then there's some people in life that just cannot get by. They just can't figure it out. And they're just like always hitting wall after wall after wall. Well, I'm gonna show you guys exactly why that is right now, okay? There's 3 key points that I want you guys to take away from this story, okay? So the very first thing that we'll learn from this story is that in order to be successful in life, the very first thing that you have to do is you have to start, okay? Neither one of these people would have even had the opportunity to see these diamonds at all if they wouldn't have even gotten on the road in the first place, right? So that's the first thing that he did well, right? And they both did well. They had to start, right? And a lot of us are looking for this perfect time for us to start. Listen, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, there's no such thing as a perfect time, right? And there's no such thing as perfect in general, right? And this is the thing about it is you guys know this already. As I'm telling you this, like, I'm telling you, like, there's no such thing as perfect. And you're like, yeah, I know. Like, there's no such thing as perfect. I know, I understand, right? Like, you get it. But yet, there's still, the thing is like, you're still chasing perfection. You're literally chasing something that you know doesn't exist, right? It doesn't make any sense. So many people are waiting for something to be perfect in order to start, right? You're waiting for the perfect time. You're waiting for your, oh, when my hair looks a certain way, then I'm going to start, right? Or like, oh, when my kids grow up and they're like 5, 6 years old and they can feed themselves, like now I'm going to start my business. Or like, hey, when I quit this job, or like now that's when I'm going to start my business. Or like, or when I start this new job, now I'm going to have the money to start and it just goes on forever and ever and ever. Meanwhile, 10 years, 15 years goes by, you never started, and you're like complaining and nothing actually changed. We started our first e-commerce business in a roach infested, ant infested, like little crappy apartment, right? And we took that first e-commerce business from 0 to $250,000 in sales in about 7 months. Okay. And we did it in a little crappy apartment. Okay. So the point is, you have to start no matter where you're at. Imperfect action will always trump someone just trying to be perfect all the time. So start right now with where you're at, with the resources that you have, because there's never going to be a perfect time. So that's the first principle that you need to understand. The second principle is that you have to seek. Okay? What do I mean by seek? Well, it's not enough to just start. Once you actually start, now you have to actually look for opportunities. It's all about what you're focusing on, right? This person up here was walking down the road, but since they were just complaining, looking up, complaining, they were looking for problems. So what they found was more problems, right? This person down here, they were going through the same exact thing, but they were actually looking for opportunities. They were looking for things that could fix their problems. And what happened? He looked down and he saw diamonds. So you seek and ye shall find, right? There's a lot of these principles all over the place. And there's this really cool thing called the reticular activating system in the brain. You guys can look it up, go Google it after this video. But there's the reticular activating system is literally a part of your brain that will allow you to focus in on things and recognize things that are important to you, things that you're looking for, right? And it will also allow you to block out things that you're not looking for and that aren't important. A perfect example of this is like, have you guys ever gotten like a new car, right? So you get this new car and you're driving down the road, and then over the next couple of weeks, like you're driving down the road and it's like you see that car everywhere all of a sudden, right? Isn't that crazy? You've seen that, right? So we see that all the time. So the question is, did those cars just now pop up out of nowhere, or were they always there? Well, the answer is they were always there. The thing is like you weren't paying attention to it, right? And it's really, really interesting because the same exact thing happens when it comes to life, business in general. There's opportunities everywhere. When you're looking for opportunities, they are everywhere. Like as you sit and watch this video right now, there are literally millions of opportunities, I feel like, all around you right now. If you're looking for them, you'll see them, right? And the same thing goes with problems though. If you guys are sitting around looking for problems, you'll always find them. So if you're looking for opportunities, they're all around you. If you're looking for problems, they're also all around you. It all depends on what you're focusing on, right? So that's the second principle, is to seek opportunities as you're walking down the road. All right. And the third thing that you must do is that you must seize. What do I mean by seize? You have to grab on to those opportunities when you see them. You have to take action on those opportunities when you see them. It's not enough to just start, and it's not enough to just find and look for opportunities. Once you see the opportunities, you got to take action on them, right? Like this person down here wasn't walking down the road and saw all these diamonds and were like, oh, look, there's diamonds, and then just kept walking. No, what did he do? He saw them. He went over like, dude, those are diamonds, right? Those are gems. I'm going to go pick them up. And he picked them up and he put them in his backpack and he's shoving them in. He's like $1 million worth of diamonds, right? So it's not enough to just see the opportunities and then just like, oh, cool opportunity, and then walk by. No, you have to take action on it, right? It only becomes valuable when you take action on it, okay? And a lot of times in this video, in these courses that you're taking, and a lot of the other videos that we have on our channel or whatever, like we'll be literally dropping gems. We'll be dropping diamonds, and there'll be diamonds all over the place. And we're giving you like opportunities, giving you strategies, giving you all these things. And you're just walking right by them, right? You got to remember, like they're called gems for a reason, because they're valuable, because they're worth money. So it's not enough to just listen to this video and feel like, oh man, that was a good piece of advice, and then not take it. It only becomes valuable when you actually cash it in. All right. So I hope that makes a lot of sense right now. So if you guys are in a place where, listen, I'm feeling unsuccessful, I feel like my business is not growing like the way that it should be, or life's against me, whatever it might be, these three principles right here will get you through that. Okay. You have to start. I don't care where you're at right now. I don't care what kind of circumstances you're in. It does not matter where you're at. All that matters is that you start. Okay. And when you start, follow second principle, seek. When you start, look for opportunities all around you, because I can guarantee you they're there. Don't look for problems, because I can guarantee you they're there. Focus on what you actually want in your life, okay? And when you're going down the road and you're looking for opportunities and you see opportunities, don't just see them, take action on them, okay? If you do these three things, it's going to be extremely difficult for you not to be successful, guys. I hope this video was helpful for you. Drop a comment if it was, or what was your biggest takeaway from this video? Smash the like button, share this video with a friend that could actually use it and that would help them right now. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And there's links in the description if you guys want to learn more from us. But at the end of the day, guys, you have to start where you're at. Stop looking for perfection, because it doesn't exist, okay? And when you start, look for opportunities, because they're everywhere, okay? And when you see those opportunities, take action on them, because they're only valuable if you take action on them.